Hello and welcome to Nurturing Compassion. We are on Vlogmas day 3 and today we are going to be talking about eco minimalism. What is it? Why do I consider myself an eco minimalist? Now, if you like content about simple living, sustainability, and veganism, and just living an overall more compassionate lifestyle, please consider hitting the red subscribe button. Eco minimalism. It's a term that not a lot of people have heard, and truth be told, I didn't hear it. I was just scouring the internet for how to describe my lifestyle, and eco minimalism just seemed to be what fit the best. And in order to understand what it is, it's important to understand both of the words, eco and minimalist. So minimalism, in my opinion, is basically when you only have things that are useful or that you think are beautiful and bring you joy. Basically, it's having only what you love and letting go of the rest. Eco, on the other hand, has to do with the environment. I consider it like an environmentalist who is also a minimalist. So in that case, it means that you are somebody who very strongly prioritizes the health of the environment and wildlife and animals. You basically care very deeply about the planet. That is something that is one of your major values. The way that I sort of tie these two things together is because what I noticed is that when I was in the process of decluttering, I was getting rid of a lot of stuff, which is fantastic. I mean, most people have way more stuff than they really need. However, I also noticed that a lot of different books really would advertise to just throw it away, just, get rid of it. You can donate it if you want to, but I really felt guilty just throwing away all this stuff, especially since I was getting my degree in environmental studies. I was like, I cannot just throw stuff away. I need to be taking responsibility for this. And when I started really prioritizing and looking into how to get rid of stuff in a sustainable way, I learned so much. Everything from batteries to mascara wands to just how to properly dispose of cleaning products. I found so many different ways to get rid of stuff in a responsible way. And I think that this was really a powerful thing, and it actually made my relationship with the things that were left over much stronger, and it eliminated a lot of guilt from getting rid of certain items because I knew that I was either giving that item an opportunity to be reused or given a second life as much as possible. And another thing is that I knew that if the item was getting disposed of, that it was going to be properly disposed of. I was minimizing the chances of these items harming wildlife or harming the environment as much as possible. Now, the second aspect of eco-minimalism is then moving forward in sustainability. Basically, when you acquire things moving forward, you now have this newfound knowledge of how you're going to have to, dispose of those items when they are no longer useful to you. And it really changes your perspective. It changes how you look at shopping. And it's honestly like, okay, well, this thing is made of plastic. It's going to end up in a landfill. What is an alternative that I can use that is compostable or recyclable? And when you do this, it essentially allows you to reduce your carbon footprint moving forward. And it's really interesting because, of course, as minimalists, we only want to welcome into our lives things that spark joy or things that we really need. But when you add the environmental element to it, it's also like, okay, and what is best for the planet? So it really kind of falls, like certain things that you maybe would have spent money on if you were just a regular minimalist, you are less likely to spend that money unless it's something that is really good for the environment. And I'm not saying that you have to be perfect or that you can never buy something made of plastic again. But what I'm saying is that it just allows you to really be a little bit more responsible in how you're shopping. And you know what's really beautiful is that I really saw things coming back to me in such a beautiful way. I feel like energetically I was dealing with and fully taking responsibility for my old items, and as a result, the energy that, you know, was stuck with me when I had all this baggage, it was then free and able to come back to me in other ways, opportunities, new better things that I really needed, and as well as just friendships. Even, honestly, I feel like even sometimes just like the energy to do things that I want to do, it all flowed back to me in different ways. And I do believe that in some ways that happens if you declutter in general, but I can't help but think that by taking care of things in the most responsible way possible, that it encouraged that flow to come to me even more so. And it's really powerful when you think of things this way. And it really opens up the gates for you to bring so much abundance into your life. So to me, eco minimalism is really about being responsible. I feel like, you know, you could take a shot every time I say responsible in this video, but that's really what it comes down to, is taking accountability for what you've consumed and what you consume moving forward, and exploring the different ways that reducing the amount of things you have, how that can improve your happiness levels, your productivity, because as weird as it sounds, it really does have an impact emotionally. And to me, I think it's an energetic shift. So if all this sounds really cool to you, I'm actually in the process of releasing a 100% free ebook about detoxing your entire life, everything from possessions to your cleaning products in your house, and how that can actually have a direct impact on your happiness level. So if that's something that you want to look more into, you can click the link in the description box. All you have to put in is your name and your email, and as soon as the book is launched, you will get it in your inbox 100% for free. So I really would love for you to read it and to get your feedback on it. Thank you so much for tuning into today's Vlogmas video, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!